I, Solomon, once walked among the gardens of my palace at dawn, when the fountains whisper their first song, and the shadows flee like timid servants before the rising sun. There I heard a voice lifted in loud proclamation, bold as a trumpet before battle. I followed the sound and found a young king from a distant land, standing before a polished pillar of bronze, admiring his own reflection. With every word he praised his strength, his wisdom, his victories, and the splendor of his reign, as though the heavens themselves awaited his boasting. I watched in silence, for pride needs no audience but itself. At last he turned and saw me, and with eager eyes he asked, "O Solomon, is there a king greater than I?" I said, "Tell me, when you stand alone, does your praise fill your heart, or only the air?" Confusion clouded his brow, but he answered, "It fills me with greatness." Then I led him to the still waters of the garden pool, where no bronze distorted the truth. And when he looked upon the reflection there, he saw not majesty, but a man weary with the weight of his own voice. The wind stirred, and in its softness I heard the whisper of the Almighty. He who exalts himself empties his soul, and he who humbles himself becomes a vessel I may fill. The young king bowed his head, and for the first time he was silent. I placed my hand upon his shoulder and said, "Praise is not the crown of a king, but the chain that binds him. Seek not to magnify your name, but to purify your spirit." And as the sun rose higher, the pillar of bronze showed no glory, but the pool reflected a man beginning to learn.